Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer, GameCast's very own news program. I'm Mark, also known as Koistorch. As you may or may not have been aware, PUBG and Fortnite have been locking horns. This has been going on since last year when Fortnite introduced its free-to-play Battle Royale mode and rocketed up in fame and success, rivaling PUBG and its Battle Royale formula. Due to this shift, both games shared many similarities, and PUBG Corp saw it as a breach of copyright and thus sought reparations from Epic Games. Now, after filing the lawsuit in January, it has been mysteriously dropped. PUBG Corp haven't explained why that is, but it hasn't stopped anyone from speculating the reasons. For instance, PUBG runs on Unreal Engine 4, which just so happens to be the game engine Epic Games created, although the engine itself is used for most games these days. Another reason could be that both Epic Games and Bluehole, the actual developer of PUBG, are partly owned by the same company, Tencent Holdings, which would obviously make things awkward when there's infighting amongst your investments. It could also be that PUBG Corp knew the lawsuit wouldn't go anywhere, as if they were suing Fortnite over similarities deemed as copyright infringement, then most other Battle Royale games on the market would also be targeted, as you can't really just single out one game. It may have been settled out of court, or there may not have been enough evidence to actually call it a breach of copyright. Again, this is all speculation, so until an actual explanation is given, or even if one is given, we just won't know. It most likely won't stop either game from breaking all sorts of records before the market is eventually oversaturated with these games and the genre fades away, but you might as well enjoy the ride while it lasts. Lastly today, as a follow-up to Count's news earlier in the week, we have confirmation on what Binding of Isaac 4 Souls really is. Using various buzzwords like multiplayer, co-op, and betrayal, it was a nice way to disguise the fun little announcement that The Binding of Isaac 4 Souls is a multiplayer card game. The Kickstarter went live just under 24 hours ago as of making this video, and within its first 1.5 hours it was fully funded, which shows just how loyal and supportive the fanbase is and just how much power crowdfunding has nowadays. The game's basic structure is 2 to 4 players take turns playing loot cards and using items to kill monsters that yield more items, loot, and sometimes souls. The first player to end their turn with 4 souls is the winner. Cooperation, barter, and betrayal is encouraged. All of the characters, items, and monsters have that same wickedly sad and eerily cute at times design. While I haven't actually played Binding of Isaac, I can definitely appreciate what they've done here. I always enjoy a bit of co-op followed by a quick betrayal to steal victory from under everyone's noses, and this seems like a pretty fun way to do it. There's also plenty of loot for each Kickstarter tier 2, with the highest level letting you design a one-of-a-kind card. While I don't want them to overextend themselves, I would like to see stretch goals added just because this game has completely eclipsed its goal in so short a time, and there's still 29 days to go. The Binding of Isaac 4 Souls is scheduled for a November 2018 release and can be shipped worldwide. And that's all for today's news. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought of today's topics in the comments below. If you'd like to see more from me, you can find me right here as part of the review team, or over at Arisen Culture, where I try a bunch of different show formats until something sticks. Until next time, bye!